Oh, I don't know where to start. I've been crying. Happy tears though. So I'll try and explain. I don't know where to start. I've just been watching something that I'm going to tell you to go and watch because you can just see it all there and it all makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense to you, then there's something seriously wrong with you. But hey ho. I'm just actually looking what I've done with it. Where is it? Oh yeah. So I get emotional when I'm watching stuff. The title, why is Tommy important? Trump, QAnon, humanity for the world. Because for me, they all connect with each other. Because anyone watching, Tommy, despite all that we know, Tommy was doing for the things that he's brought to light as well. Because at the end of the day, like I said, the people who have been doing that need calling out. Because, like I said, it's just the right thing to do. If people have been doing something to kids, they need calling out because it is morally wrong. But apart from that, also the other thing is, he is part of a bigger movement. The other thing to that as well is when he was doing his marches, talking about that, but it was also, those marches were called freedom of speech. It's a lot to do with our freedoms to be able to say what we want, go away, you can go, just freedom basically. But how I also see that as well is I'm on it, I've talked about Tommy, I'm on it, I'm talking about Trump, I'm not American, but I love Trump. I'm talking about QAnon for the people who are sort of getting red pilled. And my dad just sent me a video of someone on YouTube, put this video together, and it's just like, it all makes sense. So I'll tell you about it in a minute because that's what I was getting upset about, though my feelings of happiness that we are winning and it's not my thoughts, it's my feelings. But because I was going to come on and just talk about, and it all interlocks with each other, is everyone's going on about religion at the minute as well, and all this stuff. And like I said, the slavery stuff and blah, 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 and all this religion stuff, on and on and on. But that basically is there. Religion is there because before religion, I think we were doing fine. Religion is there to divide us because everyone's fighting over which God is right. There's only one God, even though, different people have different concepts of God, and there's lots of different ones out there. But people think they have the right to tell people that their God is wrong, blah, 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 blah. But it still keeps people fighting, and that divides people, and they're fighting. And then they're sort of like keeping themselves distracted from the real, really bad things that are going on in the world. These people like to put religion there and other stuff to keep us divided, like, the white and black thing or the black and white thing, racism to keep us divided because while they're getting on with all the other stuff around the world, that really shouldn't be happening. Really shouldn't be happening. But before I tell you about that video and talk a little bit more about that, like I said, if you watch it and you don't get it, I don't know what planet you're on. But I watched a video the other day. I think the channel was called Inspirational Video, and it was President Trump, the American underdog. And if I remember correctly now, it was just a video about him, how they all said he would not. I think it's this one, but there's a lot on the same thing. He's the underdog. He came up from the ranks sort of thing because they didn't want him to get in. There's loads of videos out there of all them, a bit like her that thought she wasn't going to lose, she was never going to lose, are all there saying live, Trump won't be president, Trump won't be president, Trump won't be president, he won't be president, there's no way he'll get in, he won't be president. Obama said that as well, Hillary, all the others, he won't be president, he won't be president. Why so anti-Trump? Why echoing it all the time? And it's still out there now because everything he says, they go against him on the news, but we all know they're fake anyway. And then, who was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember first name, Waters, the Democrats or whatever. She's there telling people, I don't know if she tweeted it, did she tweet it? Telling people, I mean, even if I was on that side, I'd be thinking, do you know what? This is getting a bit stupid. She's basically ordering people who vote for that side to go and be violent to Trump supporters. If they go in a restaurant or anywhere and you see them, gang up on them, shout them out and get violent. What the hell are you talking about, you stupid woman? Because you're losing, this is the last thing you have to resort to now, to go and tell, say it out loud on your platform and say to people, if anyone goes anywhere and you see them and you think they're a Trump supporter, go and do something about it. I mean, that's pathetic. So Sarah Sanders went to a restaurant and basically she wasn't allowed in. They were all screaming at her, she had to get out. But we all know about that little restaurant. Was it Red Hen? Sure, something was going on there with someone who owned it, or something to do with kids or something like that. But I'm not even American, and I've been watching these videos about Trump, and I just get so, my hair stand up on me. I get so emotional. I'm like proper rooting for him, because basically, we all know Trump, believe it or not, is helping the world. And the thing is, with the video my dad's just sent me, you might be thinking, what's this got to do with Tommy? It's the same thing. It's freedom. It's freedom for humanity. To me, it interlocks with everything, because also this video is called Q. So if you're still wondering about Q, this is a good one. It's easy to watch. Q, The Plan to Save the World. The Plan to Save the World by Joe Maspos. I don't know how to say it. It's Joe, and then Maspos channel. Go there, find the Q, The Plan to Save the World. Believe it or not, we're winning all over. Like I keep saying, if you look at other stuff that's going on in the EU and all that, because it's funny, because religion comes into it again, because you see what I wrote down, just write everything down, it's higgledy-piggledy, but I was getting emotional in this video, because I do think in this day and age there shouldn't be wars, we shouldn't be fighting the destruction of Iraq and Yemen, pointless wars. We know what they were really going to war for, pipelines and stuff, let me see. Yeah, they're setting off wars. These elites are setting off wars. These in power are setting off. Because the thing is, they were set on the video, it's saying there's criminals. We all know there's criminals that, rob people and kill people and whatever. But these criminals got into power. It's criminals that got into power. So that's why all these wars are happening. If it wasn't criminals that were in power, these things wouldn't be happening. So JFK knew about it. What happened to him? He was going to say something. He was going to tell the world what happened to him. Reagan knew of it too. What happened to him? Every time someone speaks up, something happens. I think Tommy was speaking up, and then what happened to him? Gone off to prison. We had a gag order in Britain to shut everybody up. Is it starting to make sense now? Because it's not just, it's a deep state thing, and some people in America think it's just a thing in America, or if you've been listening to what I've been saying and following Q, it's just a thing in America. No, it's the deep state, and the deep state have been in the White House, by the way, not now, but they were before Trump. And imagine that there's a picture on it anyway, the White House. Deep state have got roots everywhere, and it's not all roots in America, it's roots all over the world. That's why things have been kicking off all over the world. And that's why we're rising now. Because these ones in power, that's why they've started wars as well with religion. Putting out, things in Catholic stuff and all this stuff. Just watch the video. To keep us fighting. So we're fighting on religion. We're fighting on black against white. We're fighting on men against women, with the over-feminist thing. We're fighting on Muslims against Christians, because that is what's going on. It's all there to keep us fighting over all that stuff, so we're not looking at what's really going on in the world. It's like I've said, there should be no reason in 2018 why we're still fighting about bloody religion, bloody colour, bloody whatever. There's people starving around the world, all these wars, people getting killed everywhere. There is absolutely no reason for it. The only reason there is a reason for it is because of these rich criminals who've got in and got central banks, Rothschilds and Soros, Saudi and all that, and all the people that follow them because they're just greedy and they want to keep their wealth. It's all right that they've been nicking wealth off other countries. Gaddafi and different things have gone on, and gold in countries and oil in countries and diamonds in countries and coal. It's all about going in, causing a war, we're having a war, but over there we're actually nicking all your resources, nicking all your natural resources from other countries because we're greedy. All to do with that. If people don't see that, I just don't know where you are. This is the Great Awakening. I said it's coming. There's things coming out, and you're going to see more and more and more of what I'm saying and everyone's saying. If you're not already seeing it all over the internet, they want the wars and we want to pay for them. Yeah, we've got to pay for it. We've got to pay for it. You know, they slap higher taxes on us, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. But that's why I keep saying you've got to go and research yourself because it's everywhere and every day more stuff's coming out and more stuff's coming out. And the thing is, when you watch this video, you understand it. It's brilliant, made me cry, just like we are winning. It is basically, people might sit and watch this and think, what is she going on about? Basically, it is a fight over good versus evil because these people are evil. They don't care for the people. They just care for what they've got and trying to keep hold of. They've been ruling the world, basically. It's not about, oh, it's black and white or it's religion, because a lot of people who are corrupting this and who are the criminals in it are from all different races. So, you know, we're not pinning that on everyone. Like people go, oh, it's just white people. There might be some white people, the big ones, you know, the elites that are doing this. But to tell the truth, they don't care for their own. It's not just because they're white they're going to save white people, because they're not. They're killing everybody of every race. They're not bothered. Hi. I'm good. I'm just a bit upset. I was watching a video before. It was a good video though of Q, and even if you don't follow it, I suggest you go and watch this video because it all makes sense about saving the world. I'll shout it out again in a bit. And they're saying there's still some good people left. There's still some good people left in the world, and they are in power, and that's why things are starting to change. They had to get somebody that the people liked, and that was a patriot, and that person is Trump. Believe it or not, for anyone who's watching who doesn't believe it, is Trump. That's why they're all going off at Trump now. Everything Trump does, they have to go after him for. Everything. Everything. And the thing is, guys, that's said on this video, which is very true, is let me see where I wrote it down, because I just write everything down and then I can't read it because I've scribbled it down. The way they're losing now, like I've said before in many other videos, is because we have the internet and all these things now and tracking devices. They could track us, they could track other people, you know, and they're spying on people and that, blah, 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 because that's why we're not free. We're still enslaved because we have all this stuff that's tracking everybody. But we can also track them, and we can also find out what they've been doing. So it's backfired because they're spying on the good people now. The good people are spying on the bad people, and they're getting caught up. So there's going to be lots of arrests. There's already been arrests, but you're going to start seeing lots of Sorry, I'm trying to find what I wrote down. Where is it? Lots of no, it's not that one. Lots of high-profile arrests with people like, I don't know where I put it. Oh, is it on here? Oh yeah, you're gonna find out about a lot of high-profile arrests. They think they're safe, they're not. There's gonna be a lot of high-profile arrests, and this is what I was saying the other day. You're gonna be shocked with the people who it is. Really shocked. You know, they say like, don't judge a book by its cover, because these high-profile arrests are going to be people like politicians, CEOs, singers, actors, celebrities, blah, 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 blah. And you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. I'm not going to be shocked because I'm just waiting to see who these people are. I know some of them. Like when you think about all these deaths in past with celebrities and things that go on, like one recently, XXXTentacion, whatever his name is, there's just loads of people. When you think about it, you're like, right, what's going on? But so it's in their power to that's why they start all these religious things off, so everyone's fighting between, because that's all I can see on the internet. Everyone's going on about Christians and Muslims and black and white and this and that and oh, back in the day and blah blah blah. But forget all that. We need to come together. This is what I'm saying. We need to unite. When you watch that video, if you don't watch that video and think, oh my God, I understand it now, clear as day, crystal clear, what they've been doing to everybody. And this isn't just for like 10 years. It's been decades. Like I said, JFK knew. JFK stood up and said, I'm going to smash you, or something on the lines of into 1,000 pieces. He was talking about deep state. Hi. He knew. Sorry, there's big seagulls outside the house. He knew what was going on. Reagan knew what was going on. What happened to them? What's happened to them? Did they get the truth out in the end? No. No, they didn't. I think it's because I was going to actually do a talk about Tesla again, because Tesla, if anyone knows, I'm not going to go through that, but Tesla's information and a lot of stuff that he had about different things, because everything is light, as he said, and he had lots of technology and stuff, went missing, never to be seen again. But funnily enough, Trump's uncle actually saw some of those papers, so it's all connected. Yep, Tesla, Mr. AC Currents. I've just been watching a video about him today. Oh my God, he was just like amazeballs. You know, he knew these great technologies and stuff and free electricity and blah, blah, blah. But, oh, and I was saying to someone before, they said they got a water filter. And I said, don't get a water filter. Get a distiller. Because water filter doesn't do that much. It does a little bit, but you need to get a distiller. And they said their arthritis has been better. But I say, yeah, that's true, because arthritis, if you saw the video the other day with all the muck in your water, if you think about it, if you've been drinking fluoride water and it's got all that muck in it and it's like dirt, I think, yeah, James, sorry, I think if a lot of dirt's been lying in your bones, I know this might sound daft, but this is what I think. Isn't that what like arthritis is, like seizing you up sort of thing, like petrifying you? Like, does anyone know what I mean? Like grainy sand, irritating your joints. That's what I see anyway. That's what I think. But, like I said, what's this video called again? We are winning, guys. This is what I said. This is why you've got to talk to people and you've got to get messages out there. This, to me, everything's connected. This is connected. This is connected. And it's connected to Trump. It's a global thing. They're losing because we've got technologies to connect with each other. This is what I said before. Because people can connect around the world now and everyone can talk to each other. So, yeah, it's calcification. That's what I was saying. You just like, end up seizing up. This is how everyone's seeing everything. I said the other day, you only have to look what's happening in Iran now, what's happening in the EU, what's happening. The Middle East is changing day by day. They've gone after the deep state. The deep state are falling. The ISIS was funded by Obama. Most of us know this. Some of us don't. Some of us do. It's all falling down. So people are going to be so surprised. Cue the plan to say, yeah, that's it. Cue the plan to save the world. Gone public on YouTube. Lots of tears on Soapbox. Oh, did they watch it on Soapbox? Dad, I cried when I watched it because I'd probably get upset now because when I watched the beginning of it, it's not like it's got dead awful things in it, but you can understand way we've been deceived and the way we go to wars and people get killed around the world and stuff in different countries. And the way we fight with religion and the way we fight with colour, whatever it is, all to just, it's just all to do with money and everything. Obama renegade. That's what he is. That's his code word. But who did say the guy was? Joe. Joe. Yeah. Joe, and then it's Masepoes. I'll have to write it down after this. Cue the plan to save the world. People might think I'm off my head, but I watched it and I was just like, it just makes sense. And we are winning because there's still good people on this planet who want freedom for humanity. Tommy, I know all that stuff with Tommy, but at the end of the day, it's freedom for speech. It's all to do with freedom. Freeing people from countries and regimes and all the stuff we shouldn't really be under. Just for these greedy people that have got more money than sense. Oh, and by the way, the UN, if anyone's watched Red Neon Revolt, I couldn't actually read it all this morning because it was massive and it's gone a bit over my head, but the UN, You know, the UN that was supposed to be helping those countries haven't been helping. They've had boxes and boxes of money. All these billions that have gone missing, and you open the boxes up, they see it with the UN, not the UN, sorry, the UN as well, the Red Cross. The Red Cross, everyone thought the Red Cross was good. And that's what I mean about, you know, some people who make out they're all nicey behind the scenes are not, judging a book by its cover, but the other way around is like you think they're really nice, and then you find out these organisations like Broken Hearts and the Hillary Haiti Foundation and things like the Red Cross, because no one's checking these boxes, you know, with medicines, whatever they're supposed to have in them. They're not checking them, you know, because the Red Cross, so they must be good. Guess what? They've been hiding billions of money over there in these boxes, not really helping. I think they said they built some houses and stuff over there, but then that's just for show, you know, on camera. They're not doing anything. They're just extracting and giving regimes money over there, you know, to keep people suppressed and killing people and all that sort of stuff. It just gets on me nerves. But when I watched that video, I was like, and you can see it happening around you, who's going and what's happening. And like I said, you're going to start seeing more and more things are going to come out to the light, meaning to you lot who are starting to know, or them of you that might be watching the video go, oh God, she's off red again, what's she talking about? You are going to start seeing more things. Think about it. Mainstream media are going mad still again. They're still saying Trump about this border thing. It wasn't even when Trump was in office. It was when Hillary and Obama were in office. They put them policies in to separate those kids. And when you watch that video, you'll see why. It wasn't Trump. Trump's undoing what they did. And yes, they have to detain the families at the borders now, because obviously before they have to be figured out what's going on. And the ones where Trump's got them in is good. They've got beds, they've got blankets, they've got TVs, they've got fresh food, they've got water, blah, blah, blah. Where Obama had them pictures that they put from Trump saying, look, where he's had the kids in them little tinfoil blanket things, that was from Obama and Hillary. That's how they had them, sat there like that with little blankets, nowhere to sleep properly because there was no beds there. So think about it, people. And then you've got her, what's she called, Thingy Waters, shouting out about Trump supporters. And someone said actually that they'd gone to the pictures, the cinema, to watch some film. And they were just getting attacked by everyone all the time. You know, they didn't want them going, just watching a film. So what? Because they're a Trump supporter. You've got to go over and harass them just because they're a Trump supporter. And you don't like them because you were told off someone. You know, your thoughts. You were told off someone to go and harass people that are Trump supporters. See what you'll be saying when you find out what's about to come out. What you're going to do then? Head's going to explode. Because they'll just be like Hillary, won't they? Because she who thought she wasn't going to lose is still going on today, blaming it on other people. Because that's what's been said as well. She's blamed it on everybody and everything she can, apart from herself, that she lost it. So when these people who really loved her find out what's happening, what they're going to do, blame it on something else. Oh yeah, definitely finished. Finished before, I think. Don't forget, Trumpster's coming over next month. Trumpster. It's like a video I watched the other day. It was just a spirituality video. Got dry lips. I don't even know what I was watching. Like I said, I just watch anything, me, because I like to get everything. My head gets a bit messed up, but I watch everything. And at the end of this spiritual thing of, I don't know what it was, spiritual thing. At the end of it, it said, along came a trumpet, and this trumpet was good, and this trumpet wanted to help the world, for humanity, to bring to light the evilness, so it went away. The trumpet. And I just thought, the trumpet. And then we've got Trump, and Trump is a trumpet, trumpeting all out his, you know. I mean, watch Trump when he's talking, it's brilliant. He calls out all the mainstream media when they're there. It's hilarious. He's so good. Don't know how he does it with a straight face. And they're all going on and they attack him time and time and time again. And the best one is, when you're watching a speech, like I watched yesterday with Sarah Sanders, she's just brilliant. I don't know, it's so hard. But the reporters are thick as pig shit, I said, because they just sit there echoing each other. Oh, what about this? Oh, what about the borders? Blah, blah, blah. And then they get told what Trump's doing and they go, yes, but what about this? And she went, I've just told you. They don't listen because they go around with earplugs in, trying to just spout rubbish because they're not proper reporters. They're just actors or getting told what to say because they are batting for the other team and they get paid at the end of the day probably a lot more. Reporters used to be reporters years and years ago, but like I said, JFK knew what happened to him. Reagan knew what was going on, started knowing what was going on, what happened to him. They have had schemes to assassinate Trump, but if you go and watch this video, it's just amazing. I just hope people who have come on my, fakers, people who've come on my channel and gone, oh, that's racist, what you're saying. Black lives don't matter. Well, no, because everybody's lives matter. I can't go around with a board shouting white lives matter, or go around with a board shouting black lives matter. How about walking around with a board saying free humanity, everybody's lives matter? Take religion away. Just forget about that. You can still have a faith and you can still believe, but everything's put there to keep us dividing and fighting because that's what's fighting on all the time. That's what's going on in Speaker's Corner at the minute. That's what they're all arguing about. Whose book's right? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, if you keep fighting about that, you're not really seeing what's going on. But it's just heartbreaking, all these pointless wars we've had in the world by, like I said before, yeah, the head's going to explode. It's not just one country, like someone say, Russia's bad, or there's deep state in everywhere that are controlling certain people, like Kim Jong-un. Oh, he was a bad dictator. He was under the cabal, the bloody regime, the bloody deep state. He was under control. He was the face for it, but he couldn't do what he wanted. He's having a great time now. If we are slaves, the elites can live without us. No, can't live without us. No. And we have been slaves to the system, so we've still been enslaved because, we've had like when they brought all the computers out and stuff, everyone surveilling us and taking our details so they know what everyone is and blah, 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 and all that stuff they were doing in China with the face recognition, and they'd know this and they'd know that with all the technology, blah, blah, blah. People think we're free. We've not been free for ages, and that just ain't black or white, it's all of us. But I just hope those people who thought I was trying to say something a few weeks ago about race, I wasn't trying to say anything. I was just saying we all should be free. And when you watch this video, if you don't get upset or even just think, oh my God, yeah, it all makes sense now, though a lot of us know, there's something totally wrong with you and you can't see what Trump's doing. Said people who shout the loudest, normally it's their crime. They're the ones that've done the crime. That's always been said. So when this woman Waters is shouting out, Trump, you've got to do this to the Trump supporters, and they're all screaming because they're all going mad now because they don't know what to do. They know, behind the scenes, they know we're winning. They know they're going down. They know there's loads of arrests going down. There's already been arrests, especially with a lot of paedophiles and all that, because that's one of the main big things as well. But they're going down. They know they're going down. There's going to be... I couldn't even imagine how many people are going to be sent down. Like I said, the CEOs, the high up people, like judges and things like that, the celebrities, the singers and the actors. And that's why I said be very careful who you follow, because you're going to be heartbroken in the sense of people you follow. You're going to feel really betrayed, because that's what it's about. We've been betrayed all over the world for a very, very long time and deceived. That's why people talk about Lucifer, because they are like that. Some of this is satanical as well. That's who they like. And he was a great deceiver. They are deceiving the world. And they have been in control for a very, very long time. But I do believe in that thing as well, as good will prevail, even though if it's been for a very long time, centuries, whatever it's been, that the world breathes out again, and out of chaos, comes better things. Out of chaos, because it's took all this, it's took Tommy to go to jail, and that went off globally, so that's why I think it's connected. It went off globally, and I put something up on Instagram today, everyone hashtagging Free Tommy everywhere, and the rallies and everything. It's taking a lot of stuff now and things going on to set the world off, to wake up, to start sort of like a revolution, to stand up and saying we are sick of this, we are tired of it, we don't want to keep fighting, we shouldn't have to. Yeah, order from chaos. From chaos comes order, because if none of this happened, we wouldn't really know what was going on. We'd just be carry on sleeping, we wouldn't really know. Oh yeah, Pedo Island, what's it? I can never say Epstein Island. Oh, that's just disgusting, isn't it? That's what I mean. Half the stuff people are going to find out, their head's going to explode, but because it's so corrupt and disgusting. evil, vile people that think, well, they have got away with it. Not anymore. Not anymore. A lot of kids have been saved as well. But something has to start a revolution for people to wake up. And even if that was just Tommy, and then you look into other things, and then you'll see other things, and then it's just like, oh my God, I just, join the dots. I think it all connects. And they said all these things, when the deep state get in, they go everywhere. Clinton, Spacey, Prince Andrew. Oh yeah, Prince Andrew. That's what I was going to say. The deep state go everywhere. The Vatican, the Crown. They've got the fingers in everywhere. Hello, they've got the fingers in everywhere, and that's why. There has been in Iran and that they're saying, the people stand up because they've been under an Islamic regime. So, because that's going about now, everyone's fighting, Christians, Muslims, and all this. But basically, like I said, religion, the racist card, and the feminist gone wrong thing at the minute with men just really hating women, really hating men. It's just to divide us. So women and men are fighting, Christians and Muslims are fighting, and black and white are fighting. But it's all just a big thing. So to keep us fighting and keeping us off the scent of what they've been actually doing in the world. All countries that were the countries of real people, the people that lived in that country should go back to those countries. Hi, Gavin. And like I said, I know it sounds corny, but there should be freedom for everybody around the world. Everyone should have equal rights, and there shouldn't be people starving and all that I've said. But if you go and watch that video, I'm doing my niece's nails in a bit because it's a prom night this week. It's just great. It just makes sense. That's why we've all got to stop fighting between us. We've all got to unite together. Because that's why when we talk about borders and immigrants, that's why I said, yes, people want people to come in, but it's got to be legal. This is the thing with Trump. I don't know what, but just people are thick. Everyone's moaning. But the fact at the end of the day is, yes, we welcome you, but you've got to do it illegally. You can't come in illegally and just be anybody anywhere. Maxine Waters, that's it. Yeah, she's been pushing for the harassment of anyone who supports President Trump. I mean, have you ever heard anything so stupid in your life? She's actually calling for violence. Well, that'll be her downfall. But it's just, when you just sit back and think, you're just like, all this fighting between... And what I'm saying about the borders is, common sense, come in legally. We don't want people coming in legally in anybody's country because we don't know who they are. People can say, oh yeah, I want to come here and do this, and the intention's going to be totally wrong because these people in charge, you think they look all right, like you thought Obama was and Clinton, but behind that, they're not. They're evil people, murdering people. They don't care, raping children and this, that and the other. It's disgusting. So, yeah, if you're bringing something to the country and you're coming in legally, that's fine. No one's saying don't come in. You've got to come in legally. And also, I do believe some have come over, though some try to do it legally, to get away from war-torn countries. Now, they wouldn't be doing that if Obama and Bush and bloody the Clintons weren't setting wars off and that to those countries that they were getting bombed the shite out of, that they had to come to other countries. Because I do believe that when this comes out to the light of day and start rebuilding places, I think some people will want to go back to the homeland. And I don't mean like we don't want you. I think some people love the homeland, but they were too scared to live there because obviously they're getting the bombs and stuff and people dying. Why would you want to live in a place where you wake up every day just glad that you're alive, basically? Do you know what I mean? So, and that'd be, I think that'd be nice for people to go back to their own country. I don't mean that in a nasty way. I just mean the people who want to go back to their homeland to rebuild it and help make their country great again. Like, that is what everyone wants for every country. We the people on the Discord that always it goes down all the time, but it's really hot today. I mean, it's been hot this week. Can't complain. Like the summers used to be. Maybe there are no chemtrails in the sky, but I'm sweating. But you know what I mean? So if you want to go and see this channel, it is, again, I really advise you to go and watch it, even if you're thinking, oh God, it's not dead long. I think the war was planned. Oh yeah, definitely. Everything they've done has been planned. Got people involved who don't like Western stuff and set them off, and it's all been planned. You know, people who hate on the other team, if they've got another group of people that hate on the other team, then they'll get them involved, because even though they'll probably kill them off in the end, or suppress them, or enslave them in the end, because they might be thinking, oh, we're safe, we'll get rid of all the ones in the West, but then you'll soon find out when you're all under control, they won't care about you either, and if you step out of line, the same thing will happen to you. I think that's what they don't understand either, because they'll be easy to control, but once they got rid of, you know, what they were trying to do, all the West, the Western values and this, that and the other, the people who didn't go in line with what they were saying, they'd kill off, and then those who were helping with that would think they'd be okay. You won't be okay, because he ain't bothered about you either, you're just doing the dirty work for him. This is what people have got to understand. It's about coming together, uniting, forgetting all your arguments you've had to with people about things, religion and all that. For God's sake, it's about common sense. It's about freedom for humanity. It's about love. You know right from wrong at the end of the day. Don't care what people say. You don't need to be reading a book or following a book. Yeah, you can look at it for certain things, but you know what's right and wrong at the end of the day. You can feel it. You don't need to think it of somebody telling you something. Stay away from mainstream media. But it is Joe, Joe, then Masepoes. Well, they say you could be terrified, but it's not happening. It's crept in, but bigger powers are helping now. Like I've just said, if you go and watch this, yeah, but not together. If you go and watch that video, you'll just see how everything was done to cause all this just pain and destruction to everywhere. Well, that's going for the EU. They were trying to get it in there, women and all that. But at the end of the day, there's a plan, and it ain't their plan, and they're not liking it. That's why I keep saying mainstream media are pumping it out, talking waffle about anyone who's a Trump supporter or Trump. They're just, no other channel says anything different. They're all pumping out the same thing. And now they're running scared. That's why Waters, whatever her name is, that's why she was saying that about Trump supporters, because they know they're losing. She'll be going down. A lot will be going down. Like I said, watch out for the celebrities and all that sort of stuff. There's been a few suicides. We all know that. But go and watch that video. I will write the name in the comment thing after this, just in case you couldn't hear what I was saying. But I just wanted to get that out, because, you know, if you can't watch Trump when he does a speech and just think, oh my God, you know he's a good guy. Oh, and by the way, the story of that child at the border was with her mother, and she took that baby over, and the father's actually come out and said, I didn't even know I was dead. I was shocked when I saw my child at the borders. They weren't separated. She'd done it illegally. She was going over there. She had other kids, but she took that kid. It's a farce that the mainstream media just took a picture of that kid crying, stuck it all there now. Oh, what can we do? I know, we'll blame it on Trump. It's pathetic. Yeah, Maxine Waters. Exactly. She lives in a big house. That's why she's fighting. That's why they're all fighting. They all live in the big mansions, away from it all, you know, away from the real, what's going on in real life with the real people. Sorry, I've got really dry lips, my lipstick. And they're not bothered. So that's why they're spouting all this stuff out. And she's like, oh, you've got to go and attack all the Trump supporters because I don't want to lose my money, my big mansion, and my trafficking kids around everywhere for paedophilia people and this, that and the other, because yes, of course you don't want to lose it. They're going to fight, they are fighting. They haven't just sat down and gone, do you know what, we know we're losing, so let's hand ourselves in. They're going to fight right till the end. And then, I believe, if any of you are American on it, I think your 4th of July is going to be mega brilliant. That's all I can say. I just think 4th of July, Independence Day, I think have a barbecue, because I think it's going to be really good. And someone said the other day, oh yeah, I didn't think of that. I just thought, Independence Day. I think stuff's going to come out before then, but I think Independence Day is just going to be like mega brilliant. And I think when all this comes out in the end, like I said, we should all have a World Day holiday that's on the same day. Obviously it'll be a bit different times, won't it? But you know what I mean? For like the Independence Day of the world, freedom for humanity holiday. Actually, it shouldn't be a day, it should be like a month. A month off for everybody to just celebrate, travel the globe, interact with people, I've probably sounded a bit off my face now, but anyway, I'm going now. I just wanted to tell you to go and watch that video because it's just, I just get emotional about it anyway. I can feel we're winning, that's why I get upset. I know we're winning. In the end, I always think good will prevail evil, even if it's took years to get there. The pendulum's swinging, it's up here now, and it's just about to do a massive big swing back. And like I said, in so many years to come again, it'll happen again because the evil will creep up again because that's how life works. But we're on to it, we're winning. Go Trump, go Tommy, go Qanon. Oh, QAnon.pub, go and check that out. Neon Revolt has done a massive, he's got loads on it, and this is the biggest one he's done, and it's massive, and it's probably a bit mind-blowing, but you know, check out the people that I keep telling you to check out, and I'll see you soon. Bye.